From my living room to wherever you are right now. The greatest to ever do it. He games. He talks. He reacts. What else do you need, really? Seriously, what else do you need? Ladies and gentlemen, it's him, Will Neff, the undisputed king of late night. And let me give you a very hearty, hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. I'm very tired. Let's get this thing started. So far, quick sports talk, it looks like I was right about the Cowboys. They're walloping Tampa Bay. Poor TB, it looks like his arm finally fell off. The menu was okay. That's how I felt.
Wow, that's for a cooler.
You don't think of me. Vikings gone rip bozo. Conshock. Not a Vikings fan, but yes, they are gone. I had a brief talk with Austin Show about it today. He's in good spirits. He's in high spirits. It's because he kisses his kids. No, that's what was giving him his power. He needs to do more kissing. Hey, at Will Neff, the Cowboys kicker has missed 3 total extra points now every attempt of the game. Yeah, I saw that. Doesn't matter, though. I think they're going to win that game by 14 points. For the biggest Star Wars fan, Mandalorian Season 3 trailer. You know, I still think The Mandalorian is very good. Lamar to the Jets? Stop. Stop, dude. That's like sending me titty pics during the stream. Just, please. Okay? Stop.
What are we?
I can't. I'm bricked up whenever I start hearing that talk about big trust. All right, let's take a look at this Mandalorian Season 3 trailer.
Our people are scattered like stars in the galaxy. What are we? What do we stand for?
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to talk my shit real quick. Disney needs more variance in their costuming. I get it. You're kind of doing the Power Rangers route where they're just different colors of paint and whatever. But like, come on, flip it up. Let me see some different armor.
Being a Mandalorian's not just learning about how to fight. You also have to know how to navigate the galaxy. That way, you'll never be lost.
Oh, God. Oh!
I'm going to Mandalore so that I may be forgiven for my transgressions.
Wow.
May the Force be with you!
This is the way.
This is the way.
There's something dangerous happening out there. And by the time it becomes big enough for you to act, it'll be too late.
Oh my God!
Hang on, kid.
Okay, that looked horrible. What the fuck? What the fuck was this dude in a Sasquatch suit? That's the least intimidating thing I've ever seen. That's like when your uncle falls off a roof dressed in a Santa suit.
This is the way.
All right, for all my Disney fans, I'll throw you an olive branch. I like The Mandalorian. I think the third season of The Mandalorian will be good. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and just shit all over the Mandalorian. I think the Mandalorian is fun. By the way, did anybody see any of our new episode of Fear and with Anthony Padilla? Old Will Neff. This was a life-changing.
It got taken
experience.
down
for copyright infringement. Yeah. Let's see. So we uploaded that in November 2005.
This was a good episode. This is the way. And it's free. Well, at least the first half is. So go watch it. Because it's good. Damn, we've done a lot of fucking episodes. Huh? We've done 26 of these fuckers. Not sure if it's on your list to watch. Before you even say anything, you're talking about Puss in Boots. Yes, you're talking about Puss in Boots.
Yeah, wow.
I have heard Puss in Boots is the way from so many folks.
Yeah, wow, that's very cool.
And I'm going to watch it. I'm excited to watch it. I hear it's the best animated feature of the year, and it's on my list. I'm going to see it. Sandy Pants 819. That green stone, thank you so much, guys. It's actually good, not gonna lie. Yeah, I hear it's great. I think everybody thinks that I am like this fucking bummer because I've been like lukewarm on a lot of stuff this year. But I think I was rightly lukewarm on a lot of stuff this year. I think I was lukewarm on the menu. I was lukewarm on Glass Onion. I was lukewarm on a lot of shit that people really fucking vibed with. And I said like, yo, it's okay to vibe with these things. Just not my cup of tea. Now you're good. People like to overrate mid content. I'm gonna be honest. I think people, especially during winter when the weather sucks, they get cozy and they give more attention to film and television. And so they like overinflate it. They're like, that was really good. You know what is really good is The Walking Dead. I talked about it last night, but I think it's going to be everybody's, show for the remainder of winter. It's very good. You sleeping on Andor though? Yeah, I just can't care about a PG-13 political drama set in a fictional space that is also a prequel. That sounds dry to me. Wrong pipe. Not Walking Dead, Last of Us. Sorry, Last of Us. My brain had a mishap. My retina's misfired. Sorry, guys. I had to wake up early this morning. I'm going to work out with a trainer now. I'm working out with a trainer. And I've been excited about that. And so I got up early as hell. And then I had to go to Ted's birthday brunch, which was great. That's why I'm wearing the Ted merch. Have you watched Banshees of that town in Ireland yet? Yeah, I did. I thought it.
Why are you shilling for Big Milk, Mr. Neff Kappa?
Why am I shilling for Big Milk? Because it's Ted's merch. Oh my god. I had chilaquiles for lunch, and that shit is fighting me right now. Yeah, Banshees. I thought it was a fascinating film. I have the fucking hiccups. God damn it. I thought it was a fascinating film. I wasn't quite sure why I was so fascinated by it. Fuck. But I thought it was a fascinating film.
Spice Racket gifted a tier 1 sub.
If for no other reason than its strangeness.
Subs in the channel.
I enjoyed how bizarre it was. And I think I've said it before. The one question that Banshees needed to ask on screen, but for some reason never asked, or begged of its viewer, really. I mean, I guess it was kind of implied. But the question what kind of person cuts off their fingers because someone won't stop hanging out with them? And the answer to that question is someone who is kind of willing to cut their fingers off regardless. I think that is true of Banshees. You know, they basically show you that in the trailer that this guy's going to cut his fingers off if his friend won't stop hanging out with him. And I think the underlying subtext is that he is a tortured artist who wants to be free of his self-imposed responsibility to create high art. And then it's also all a metaphor for Ireland breaking apart and the differences between the Irish Free State and the IRA. Yeah, it's a fascinating film. I thought it was very, very entertaining. But I don't know if it's a film that's for everybody. And I don't know, you know, if at any point I was like, oh my God, I got to tell everybody about this. It was just kind of like a quiet little art house piece that I was kind of like, it's pretty interesting. Splooters, thank you so much. Cool. Thoughts on Mel Brooks? Love Mel Brooks. What a goat. You know, Robin Hood, Man in Tights. That shit still goes. Did you see Babylon? No, I did not. Did you see this movie trailer? It looks interesting.
Hey, Mom, can you drive?
When you finish saving the world, it's the kid from fucking Stranger Things.
Are you ready to go now?
Yeah, just give me like 5 seconds.
Damn.
By that logic, we should just occupy every country.
Yo, I agree with you, Lila.
Thank you, Ziggy.
How do you agree with Lila?
Oh, 23 months.
You can't say "oh shit" out loud, brother. Melissa from Human Resources, thank you.
Use my brain for knowing what not to say. I know it'll get better with age.
This is the real Ziggy Cats. Thanks for tuning in.
Mom!
He's a Twitch streamer? What the fuck?
My doorbell is shit. I'm sorry.
He came out as Gage? Did he?
Open the door while I was live streaming.
What's live streaming?
That's where I have 20,000 followers, and I'm validated, and I'm starred, which is terror hard to get.
Just make sure you don't play the blues.
What?
White people playing blues music. This cultural appropriation.
I play classic folk rock with alternative influences.
I don't know what that means.
And then you called the police?
I called them.
You're in the right place, you're safe, and you'll have 2 beds for as long as you need.
He's my little knight in shining armor.
Huh.
It's true. Kids are just pure love. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. What the hell are you doing?
Installing a red beacon light so people know when I'm live streaming.
And by people, you
I mean you.
Ziggy, you don't have to be interested in politics.
You think I'm stupid?
No, I didn't say that.
I brought you this hat, Kyle. It was my son's, but he no longer wears it. I don't know what he wears anymore. Most boys your age can't bring themselves to be kind.
Jesus, Ziggy!
And you can't help yourself. You're a special person.
Ziggy.
What about this? Is about a mom cucking her kid, raising a different son who's better than her kid. This is so strange.
I think so. Why are you asking me?
As I'm reading this article about teen suicide, and it's highest in your age group.
Okay, thanks, Dad.
Mom's home.
When you were a little boy, you were my little ally. Your life was going to be happier. You were going to be one of the good ones. And then something switched in you. You stopped being interested in anything outside your own little world.
Sorry about that. Can you take me to school?
Are you ready to go right now?
I'm right here, dude.
I'm not gonna lie, that movie looks like White People Problems, the film. My teenage kid is very into their music and streams, and so I'm having a life crisis. Not quite my tempo. Not quite my tempo. Pretty sure my brother was into cocaine by that age. That's a real kid problem. Any thoughts on this horror movie trailer? Skidamarink. It's so interesting. Shudder actually has been releasing a bunch of films recently that are pretty good. I've seen the trailer for this a few times. It looks so like ambient found footage, but like stylized, which I think is like kind of a new place for found footage. Obviously, we had such a wave of found footage films in the early 2000s. Compliments of Paranormal Activity and Blair Witch Project. And it kind of relaxed for a while. We had the era of like the haunted house film because of Insidious and The Conjuring. It'd be interesting to see where a found footage horror movie goes now. It looks so low budge though, but I'll give it a crack. I'll give it a spin. I'll give it a dance. I'll give it a whack. I'll give it a hurl. Not sure if you're still paying attention to football, but Brett Meyer just missed 4 field goals in a row for the Cowboys.
20 seconds, baby.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That happens more than you'd think when a kicker gets in their head and then just starts yipping. But I'm not gonna lie. Thank God it's this game because it doesn't matter. Tampa Bay is not coming back. I said this last night. The Cowboys have a much better team. If they lost this game, they would have to do some deep soul searching and probably clean house. But I'm gonna be honest. They're just a much better team. Extra points.
What's up?
Yeah, I mean he missed one and now he's panicking. Sorry. But I'm gonna be honest. I feel bad for someone who's been a nemesis in my life. I feel bad for Tom Brady because his arm just fell off his fucking body. The guy can't throw anymore. It's so evident that he has no arm left. He looks like Peyton Manning that last year he played, where he's just like heaving a ball and it's barely going 10 yards. Any thoughts on the Chargers game? I am a Chargers fan and I am hurting. I mean, I said this yesterday and I really mean it. If the Jets are the king of like everything going wrong during the season, like people getting hurt, people, getting in scandals, all that kind of shit, players not performing, blah, 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 butt fumbling. The Chargers are the king of just throwing. There's an expression, Chargers gonna charger. And the Chargers just chargered. I do not... Losing that game seems so inconceivable to me. And somehow they lost it. And I feel bad for Chargers fans because you guys really should have gone deeper. I mean, the nice thing is though, you got a quarterback that I think will keep you together for the next 5 or 6 years at the very least. I don't know. I think they need to move around a few pieces, but you're going to have a team that contends for the next 5 years because you have a quarterback. Ravens thoughts? I think that the Ravens were in a game they shouldn't have been in. I think the Bengals are a better team this year, period. Full stop. I think... With Lamar Jackson, they probably did have a chance to say that, but J.K. Dobbins coming out and just trashing their backup quarterback for no reason is like such a strange thing to do. It's like he's your backup quarterback. He's doing his fucking best. He's keeping you in a game, right? Like short of a goal line fumble, he played a great football game. I don't understand that at all. It's a very strange thing to do. I'm going to be honest. I think that if the Ravens can get Lamar Jackson back on a good contract and Lamar can stay healthy and they, make some good moves in the draft, I think that the Ravens are a real and true contender. I think they're a great team with a lot of potential. The problem is I honestly think even if it's not the Jets, I'm so masturbatory with that fantasy. I don't think it will be the Jets at the end of the day. But I do think that Lamar Jackson is looking for the most money possible. And there are teams that are going to offer him. I think there are a lot of very QB needy football teams. Tennessee, the Atlanta Falcons, New York Jets, that are willing to offer him a ton of money. And he's going to be at least tempted to bounce. Yeah, the Raiders. There was all this news that the Raiders were going to go after Tom Brady. After this football game, the Raiders are not going after Tom Brady. I'd be willing to bet on that. He's looking for the most guaranteed money. I think you're right. I think you're right.
16 months.
Org the top. Thank you for the 16 months. Miami wants Rodgers. That's a really interesting pairing. Oh my God. Miami would probably be the best team in football with Aaron Rodgers this year. The Zen! Oh my God. Wow. Thank you so much. That's a lot of juice. Everybody who just got blessed, please thank the Zim. All right, I'm going to wrap up the football talk. I'll answer one more question, and then I'll move on. What the fuck are the Raiders doing with Derek Carr? So I think Derek Carr honestly gets way more criticism than he deserves. I don't think he's a particularly sharp quarterback. I don't think he's out there reading defenses like a book. I don't think he's an amazing play caller by any means, but he's a very consistent quarterback who puts up really good numbers and has pretty good accuracy. And I think the bottom line is Derek Carr has never had a team that didn't have a bottom 6 defense or something. The Raiders have always had a terrible defense when he's on their team. And I think there are a few teams this year that if they had Derek Carr's consistency in just putting up points, they'd be playoff teams. He's average. I think a consistently average quarterback is rarer than you think. I think if you look at the top 10 quarterbacks in the league or the top 6 even, there's 3 guys that are always there, and then the other ones kind of cycle in and out, and people have off years and on years. Anyway, that's all I'll say. Have you seen Ronnie Raven's take on the situation? Bro, I love Ronnie Ravens so much, bro. This Stavi's character, Ravi Raven, is so good. Here you go. Check out Stavi's talk about the Ravens losing.
I got a condom. Because the Ravens got fucked in the ass last night, yo. How the fuck did we lose? We're supposed to be the team that gets the big touchdown fumble returns for a long way. We're the team that gets big fucking touchdowns on defense. Our defense bails us out. The defense don't bail the fucking Bengals out. Fuck you, Joe Burrow. You got fucking lucky with your fucking beautiful hair. You will never be Joe Cool. Joe Cool will be Joe Flacco from now until fucking eternity, yo. You're a fucking piece of shit. And if we had Joe Flacco, we would have fucking won. He would have gone underneath. Why the fuck did you go over the top, Lamar number 2? Why the fuck did you go over the top? And Greg Roman, you fucking piece of shit. Why the fuck did you call a QB sneak on the fucking 2-yard line? You don't try and sneak in from the 2-yard line. That's like trying to put your penis in when it's only 40% hard. We know it ain't gonna fucking work, but we fucking be like, oh, I'm sorry. I must have had too many natty bows. That's why my dick not getting hard. But why the fuck did you do that, Greg Roman? Now, my parole officer told me I can't be making threats on the internet, so I'm not going to say nothing, but, oh, look at this. I found a sign on the ground. I didn't write this. Maybe something people should know. They should make...
I have a gun!
Make better fucking play calls.
Fucking Ronnie Ravens, bro.
I hear you.
Dude, it's so funny. I saw people in the chat be like, who talks like that? Go to Dundalk, bro. Go to Dundalk and you will hear people literally speak like that. By the way, a Natty Bow is like a beer that is specific to Baltimore, and it's Delizio's. Joe Cool, Joe Flacco. Hey, Will, I heard you talking about Skidamarink and liked it. I'm the director of production that shot the film. Thanks for the love, friend. Oh, dude. Oh, that's awesome, man. I'm going to be honest, man. Be very proud because I haven't watched that film yet, and it's been recommended to me a ton. It's been recommended to me no less than 5 or 6 times. I'm very excited to watch it. I've been going through a lot of the Shudder films. I watched A Wounded Fawn, and I forget some of the other ones, but I've been going through a lot of the Shudder kind of, I guess, like originals that they have. I don't know if yours is a Shudder original or if it's just there. But yeah, man, it's been one of my most recommended, so I'm excited to watch it, and I hope a lot of people in here watch it too. Will, did you see Bo is Afraid trailer? Yeah. I mean, come on. It's a Joaquin Phoenix, Ari Aster film. It's going to be great. What's it called again? Skidamarink. As in Skidamarink-a-dinky-dink, Skidamarink-a-doo. Have you seen We're All Going to the World's Fair? Yeah, I watched that movie. A really interesting kind of like mind-bending children of the internet type film. It ended so strangely. I liked it though. I liked it. All right, guys, what are we getting into tonight?
That's for cool.
James Quall gifted a tier 1 sub.
Thank you, James Quall.
Anime.
Wait, James Quall?
6 gift subs in the channel.
Isn't James Quall the guy that was on Tim and Eric? It is. Wait. Are you this James Quall? I'm sorry if this has been asked before, but did you see the trailer for Evil Dead Rising? Yeah, I'm a giant Evil Dead guy. I'm a giant Evil Dead fan, and I'm excited for the film. I don't know what it's going to be like because it looks like a very, like, they're very cognizant of modernizing Evil Dead. And there isn't much of the humor that I would expect in an Evil Dead film. Maybe in the trailer it's just sparse because it's a trailer and they want to show everybody how scary the movie is. I would understand that. But it just feels like this adaptation and the last adaptation were very lean on like the whimsy that really made Evil Dead kind of unique to me. But we'll see. Bro, we're losing so fucking bad to the Cowboys. Fucking 24-0 in the third quarter. Fuck, Sag cry. I mean, Evan Yeezy, bro. Come on, like the Bucs sucked this year. In any other division in football, the Bucs don't make the playoffs. If they won this game, it would have been not an indication of their aptitude, but rather a complete collapse by the Cowboys. It just was not your year, brother. I would just chalk it up to, hey, you made it to the playoffs. You got one more good year out of Tom Brady before his fucking arm fell off his body. Go back to the drawing board. See if you can get yourself a journeyman quarterback or a young guy and kick it. No way he comes back? I don't think so. Did you see Brendan Fraser's acceptance speech from the Critics' Choice Awards? Short and sweet. Dude, Brendan Fraser, one of the most ubiquitously well-liked humans. Let's give his speech a play here.
And I probably should have left a trail of breadcrumbs. So, but you found me?
What a strange way to edit this.
Like all the best directors, you merely just showed me where to go to get to where I needed to be. If you, like a guy like Charlie, who I played in this movie, in any way struggle with obesity, or you just feel like you're in a dark sea, I want you to know that if you too can have the strength to just get to your feet and go to the light, good things will happen. Thank you. Good night.
That's B. Frasier, baby.
But when I just got
God, Brendan fucking Fraser, man. I'm gonna give a lightning hot take. I think Brendan Fraser at one point was the hottest man in Hollywood. I think he was hotter than Tom Cruise. I think he was hotter than Brad Pitt. He was, dude, in Airheads era, this man was this is a smoking hot, sexy boy right here. And he did a great job, man.
I'm a stud.
The Mummy fucking ruled, bro.
Take no shit from anyone.
Yes.
I will. It's my birthday and I wanted to share the love. Thank you for the good time.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Money Bone? I think you're thinking of Monkey Bone. But yes. Don't make me jerk off to the Mummy. What? Huh? Would you do a playthrough of this on stream? Oh yeah, this is the Dead Space remake. I might. I could. Potentially. A good scary game. I don't think I react the way that people want me to react to scary games. I usually just get pissed off. And people want me to get skirt. But I might. I'll try. I loved the first one. The first time I played it, it actually scared the shit out of me. Dude, one of my favorite thing now is watching Ante Piker pitch different haircuts to Hassan every single day.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Watching Ante Piker just pitch different haircuts only to receive a mullet. I think the mullet is specifically a fuck you to Ante Piker. If I'm being honest, I think it was a specific fuck you. And so God looked down and said, "There will be wait, is there another roll for sandwich?"
Good afternoon, D&D, TikTok, and beyond, and welcome to Roll for Sandwich. This is where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go. Today I'm using these purple and gold swirled glitter dice.
I think we watched this.
Thanks. Let's kick it off with our roll for bread. 2, gluten-free white bread.
I don't think we
I
did.
picked up this gluten-free white bread from Trader Joe's and gave it a very light toast. Toast.
Am I crazy? Why does this bread look so wrong? Why does it look so small? That bread's all wrong, right? That looks like a piece of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Am I wrong?
Trader Joe's and gave it a very light toast because it was frozen.
It's got holes in it, too.
Next up, let's roll for Maine. 7, Buffalo Burger. Got my Buffalo Burger.
Oh, fire! Ew, what is that?
And let's roll for cheese while it's cooking to see if we can get something to melt on it. All right, here's our cheese roll. 4, provolone. All
right.
Slices of provolone on here. I think the smoked flavor will go great with the burger. Add some water to our pan.
Melt that Provi.
Back on and let the steam melt the cheese.
Yeah, melt that Provi up, son.
Here is our beautiful cheesy buffalo burger.
I mean, that looks bomb. You got to toast up that bread now,
bigger
though,
than our bread is, but that's okay. So far, I think we're looking pretty good. Next up, let's roll for our roughage.
Okay.
We've got 7 tomato and 11 none. Well, I am definitely a tomato on burgers person.
Okay.
This is welcome. This will be great. All right, let's hit it with some wild magic. 17 potato chips.
Hey, yo! Hey, yo! Wait a minute. What the fuck? Salt and vinegar?
These better made salt and vinegar chips.
No. No. No.
Detroit represent. I think these will pair great flavor-wise and add a little bit more interest than just a plain burger. Last but not least, it's the D20 sauce roll. 14 ponzu. All right, not necessarily.
Okay.
I think it'll taste.
That might actually go nuts. Don't put it on the chips.
Basically soy sauce with.
You will de-crispify the chips, you degenerate. Put it on the top bun.
Citrus added to it. And both of those things I think will pair well with the tomato and the salt and vinegar chips. Let's get our sandwich closed up here.
Okay.
Get our toothpicks in.
I think this one's actually going to go crazy.
Go ahead and get it cut in half.
I think this one's actually going to go crazy. He should patty melt it, though.
Section. All right. Looks good to me. Well, after the gastronomic disaster that was Friday, I'm glad to have something a little more normal. Let's taste it. Yeah, okay, this is nice. I was worried it might be dry with only the addition of ponzu as a sauce, but the burger is very juicy and the tomato helps with that as well.
Hell yeah.
Pretty much everything we added to this kind of melds together into this nice acidic accompaniment to the meat. This one's up there for sure. I'm going to give it a 9.5, and I'm going to call it the Home on the Range burger. Just a heads up, this season of Roll for Sandwich.
Dang, bro. That's a good sandwich.